mynews.studio.
In the middle of the Sahara's endless sand, green circles are growing. Do you think gardens can actually outsmart the desert?
Today's date is November 9th, 2025. Let's get into it. For decades, the Sahara has been expanding, swallowing up villages and farmland. There was this big idea, the Great Green Wall, a huge line of trees meant to stop the desert. But that project hit a lot of roadblocks.
Right, but lately there's a shift. Instead of one giant wall, we're seeing these smaller circular gardens. People there call them tolu kur. Each one is designed and run by locals. I'm wondering, why circles?
It's a smart design. Each garden centers around a water source. Crops and trees are planted in rings moving outward. That circular setup isn't just for looks. It helps roots grow inward, traps moisture, and stops nutrients from washing away. It's about efficiency.
And it seems to be working. They're using drought-resistant plants, moringa, papaya, mango, citrus, even herbs like sage. For example, in Senegal, lime trees provide shade, and people can sell the fruit. Underneath those trees, vegetables like tomatoes and onions grow, protected from the harsh sun.
So it's like a layered structure, trees up top, veggies below, making full use of space and water. How do local communities keep these gardens going day to day?
Locals are trained to build and care for the gardens. There's ongoing support too. Monthly check-ins for 2 years. People aren't left on their own. The methods mix traditional agroforestry like composting, circular planting, combining crops and trees. And now, they're using solar-powered irrigation as well.
That's an interesting mix, old techniques with new tech. But do we know if it's working long-term? Are communities seeing real improvements?
Early results look promising. Crops are doing well, food security is up, and some villages that used to rely on outside food are producing more themselves. Soil's getting better, incomes are rising. But I should say, most of the data comes from NGOs using aerial surveys, local reports, and counting restored land and trees. It's still early days.
What about the challenges? Reliable water, steady funding, and training must be tough hurdles.
Definitely. Reliable water is always a challenge in the desert. That's why the gardens are small, centered around a water source. Funding and expertise come from partnerships, NGOs, local leaders, outside backers. But community control is key. Knowledge is passed on locally.
Is this approach something that could scale? I mean, could other regions, Asia, the Americas, use this to fight desertification?
That's the big question. Each garden is modular, so the model can be adapted, but it needs local tweaks, right crops, right water solutions, and buy-in from the community. We're already seeing pilot projects in other places, but each area has its own climate and culture, so it's not copy-paste.
So in a world where desertification touches over 1 billion people, these circular gardens might be more than just a local fix. They could be a model for other regions under threat.
Exactly. They show how blending indigenous knowledge, practical design, and local ownership can lead to real change, even in very tough settings.
That's the story for today, transforming sand to green one circle at a time.
Thanks for listening. We looked at how circular gardens are tackling desertification, using community-driven approaches that combine tradition and innovation.
And we asked if this model could bring hope to other regions dealing with land loss and climate stress.
Thank you for listening. This episode was made possible by mynews.studio. Give it a try for free.